G'day, it is Dean Khan here from Lazy Life Productions. I'm back again to give you another tutorial, this time in After Effects. I'll be doing the Demon Eye. This is going to be version 2.0. My original one was done in 2012 and it was my first ever YouTube video. It went for about 20 minutes if I'm correct, and this one here is going to be a lot quicker. So let's just jump straight into it. What you're going to do firstly is get your footage and drag it into a new composition, and you're gonna want to track your footage. Tracking the footage is the most important part of this. If your track is off at all, the effect won't work. So what you're gonna do is just go to layer and new and create a null object, and you can name it whatever you want by clicking enter on the keyboard and on typing whatever you want. I'm calling it tracking data. You're then going to go into tracking, which is over here on your right, or you can go up to the window and click tracker. Once it comes up, you're going to go to the motion source and click on your footage. What you're going to do then is find something on your scene that you can track to. In this one, I found my brother's freckle, which the tracker seemed to stick to, so I did that. Once it's done, it should look something like that. The time bar should be right at the end. What you're going to do is just drag it straight back to the start. You're going to click edit target, click on your tracking data, click OK, and click apply, and apply it to the X and Y axis. Click OK, and then you should get a red square that looks like this, saying it's been tracked to that spot. And once this is done, you're pretty much ready to go. You don't need to see the red square, so you can just turn it off by clicking the little icon over in the corner. And what you're going to do is go to layer, new, solid. This is going to be the color of the eye, so you can have whatever you want. I'm going to have it black, so I'm going to call it eye, and click OK. You can't see anything, so you're going to click the little icon next to it to bring it back. You go to your pen tool, which is up here, or you click G on the keyboard shortcut. I'm just going to mask around the eye. So, once you've done that, go to the little icon next to the eye and click it. As you can see, it's very harsh lines, so click F on the keyboard to bring up the mask and feather options, and you're just going to feather it out to where you think is the best, which I think 46 is okay. But as you can see, it's feathered quite a bit, and you see the eye just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is on the mask, I'm just going to click the triangle twice to bring down the mask options, go to mask expansion and bring it up just a bit. Maybe 12 pixels is fine. And there it is. Now if you scrub through the footage, you should see that it doesn't stick. So this is where the important tracking data comes into play. You're going to parent it to your tracking data by clicking this little whip and clicking on it, or you can just go over here and click tracking data. What you're going to do then, scrub through it again, and you'll see that it now sticks. Now what I want to do is wait for my brother to blink before I enable this effect. So I'm going to scroll through to where he blinks and go page down or up to see where it is. Just where his eye is closed, I'm going to click on the eye black solid and click T on the keyboard to bring up the opacity. Click the stopwatch, make this one at 0%, and go forward to where his eye opens and click 100%, like so. So it should look something like this. Okay, what you do then is go through to the end where he blinks again. Going to make this one 100 by clicking the little diamond, going page down, making this one 0. And that's the effect right there. If you scroll through it, boom, and bang, gone. Now, that's the first part done. That was easy, quick and simple. What I want to do now is add a reflection to the eye. So what you could do is go on Google and find an image of a demon eye reflection. I've already got it. This is my image here. I'm just going to drag it into the composition. Like so, bring it above the black eye layer. I'm just going to flip it so it's the right way. Click enter. And there it is. Gonna get the pen tool. Just mask out the reflection in the eye. Like that. I'm gonna line it up to where I want it. Gonna be about there like that. That looks pretty cool. But if I zoom in, you should be able to see there's two different colors of black. So what you're going to do is, with that image selected, you're going to feather it out again. So click F on the keyboard to bring up your feather options. And feather it out just a bit. If you feather too much, it's going to start bringing back the other image. So just feather it just a bit, just so you can get rid of the harshness. And there you go. Now if you scrub through it again, you're going to see that it hasn't been applied to the tracking data. So what you're going to do is just pick whip it to the tracking data and it should stay. And what you're going to do then is click T to bring up the opacity of everything. And you're just going to mimic everything that you've done. So click the stopwatch, set it to 0, page down, another keyframe, set this one to 100. And do it to the last one as well. Set another one at 100, page down, this one at 0. And that's it. What you could do now is go and make the scene darker so it looks more scary. In the original Demon Eye that I done, I made it kind of black and white, and it was pretty bad because when I viewed it on my phone, you couldn't see nothing at all. So what you can do to get a nighttime effect is go up to Layer, New, and go to Adjustment Layer, and go to Effects, Color Correction, Curves. Curves will, if you lower the midtones down just a bit, makes it slightly darker. And then you're going to go to Effects, Color Correction, and Hue and Saturation. Going to go to Colorize, and I'm going to look for a blue color, maybe something like that. I'm going to bring the Colorize saturation up and the lightness down, and that gives it more of a nighttime effect. So yeah, if you just scrub through it like so. Hope you enjoyed it. That was a quick, simple tutorial. It's one of the most easiest things you can do on After Effects. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll get back to you all with some more tutorials soon. Thank you. I'm Dean Khan from Lazy Life Productions, signing off.